Welcome to the Gigahood IQ app, your home's guardian in the digital realm, featuring Protect IQ. Protect IQ sweeps away viruses, malware, and online threats for your entire home, so you can focus on what truly matters: family. Shield your home with cutting-edge technology, ensuring every device is safe. No more digital dangers, just seamless, worry-free connectivity. Experience peace of mind with Protect IQ, included in the Gigahood IQ app. Download the free Gigahood IQ app and secure your home with Protect IQ today.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful night for high school playoff action. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. It's week number 3 of the high school playoffs, week number 2 for Wapakoneta, as the 11-0 Wapakoneta Redskins take on the Toledo Central Catholic 8-4 Irish. Looking for a good ball game tonight.
Yeah, you know, Walpock's got a good challenge night. You always say that to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, state runners up last year and, you know, very good football team and, you know, state championships in the past. So, you know, this is just hopefully a step that Wapak needs to take to, you know, meet that next level for us.
We'll be right back after the national anthem. You're watching Wapakoneta High School playoff football on TSC. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Oglaze and Sydney Audiology.
This place is absolutely amazing. Right when you walk in, it feels so homey, not like other doctors' offices.
Everyone at the office was so friendly and helpful. My audiologist did great at explaining the results and possible solutions.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Oglaze and Sydney Audiology.
Alan Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer and Farmers Insurance President's Council Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. Trust Alan Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection with offices in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. For more information, check us out on the web at alandavisinsurance.com. Friday night football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merritt Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merritt is with you because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merritt, your home team in real estate. Welcome back to Wapakoneta, week number 3 of Ohio High School Athletic Association playoff action between the Wapakoneta Redskins and the Toledo Central Catholic Irish. The Irish, as I mentioned, state runner-ups last year. Tough loss to Bishop Watterson, 19-14. And they still have a great squad. Let's talk about it, Mark.
Yeah, you know, they got like 4 D1 commits already. They have like, you know, 8 other players that have offers on the table. So, you know, we've said all year long that, you know, our skilled players was our big asset this year. Well, our skilled kids are going to match up with some of their good skilled kids tonight. So I think one of the big things is for them is their offensive line is huge. So they've got some big boys out there. So I think that's the part I'm going to look at tonight is how we handle their offensive line.
We talk about some of their skilled players. We have to give notice to number 21 for Toledo Central Catholic. That's Victor Singleton. He's headed to Texas A&M. Number 17, Preston Frizel. And Frizel's headed to Notre Dame. He'll play tight end and maybe a little bit of defense tonight. So you saw the coin toss. Wapak won and elected to defer, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, back we have number 5 and number 11 for Central Catholic. Number 11 is Hester, and number 5 is Jerome Davis, excuse me. You know, watching their tape, again, you know, they got some good speed out on the edge, so, you know, here's 2 guys back there. Hopefully, I think we're just probably going to hopefully dribble one down here and just kind of a little squib kick to open up the game.
And we want Niekamp to bring his A game tonight, too. Oh, and that's exactly what he did. An onside kick, to be exact. Tried to catch him off guard, and that was taken by McCray, the sophomore.
Yeah, when I saw Block Elliott out there to kicked off, when I saw Block Elliott, or excuse me, Elliott out there kicking, I thought, man, something's going on out there.
Yeah, I looked at it, and I don't know why, you know, I initially thought it was Niekamp that was out there, but it was Elliott that with that onside attempt, huh? Well, you're given a great team, great field position to start the game. That was kind of a risky call. I'm kind of surprised at that. Let's see what it leads to as we start tonight's contest. 1st and 10 from the 45. Bidon is the quarterback. Number 1 in motion is Freisel. And they're going to throw that screen out to number 7, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Big time play there.
Yeah, Braylon Waller did a nice job. They keep it on the edge out there. They like to get that ball to the running back out in the flats, and he did a nice job containing him there. You know, I think we're going to see a lot of 4-man front for us tonight, which we haven't seen a lot of. We've been in a lot of nickel all season long. So we have Ludwig and Buell that'll be in our 2 down defensive linemen tonight.
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. For Bidon, he's going to throw that screen out to the right. They get a block down that left sideline there. It kind of springs him a little bit. That's Vaughn on the receiving end, and that's close to a 1st down.
Yeah, Gage Vaughn, the outside linebacker, had a shot on him. He missed him there, and he was able to get up for a 1st down there.
Vaughn is a 6'1", 200-pound wide receiver, and he looks a little bit bigger than that, doesn't he? He split wide to the left. Single wide receiver to the right. They're going to set up that screen again. They get 2 key blocks for number 5, Jerome Davis. And, boy, they throw that screen pass. That's pretty quick, the way that operates.
You know, they're just like us. They like to get the ball out in space to their playmakers and people with some speed, just like we do when we're on offense. So, again, they're just trying to get their playmakers out in that space.
But what's key to that on those last 2 plays were the blocks by those wideouts before the receiver got to that point. And they sealed that off nicely there, created a nice little tunnel.
Yeah, Freisel's a big boy. He's 6'4", 220, so he's a big boy.
That's going to be handoff to number 7. That's Fuller, and Fuller over right tackle, still on his feet inside the 30-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, Noah Bishop coming up, make a tackle there.
What do you think about that onside kick to start the game? I was kind of shocked by that.
I'm not sure if it was. And I don't know if it's so much an onside kick, if they were trying to just squib kick it, and it just happened to go that way.
It just looked like too tight of an angle to be a squib kick. 2 wide receivers to the left, slot to the right. Bidon is going to look to the sideline. 1 man behind him. He's going to hand it off to Fuller again. Fuller around right end over the 20, inside the 15 to the 10, inside the 5. And boy, what a nice run by Fuller.
Yeah, they like to get to the edge there, and we lost contain. And once we lost contain, he was just able to scoot up the sideline there.
Wow. They're moving really quick, but they love the passing game. They're
might have a holding call. Yeah,
good mix. Oh, there we go.
We even brought an extra defensive lineman in that time. Noah Baker was in the game. So we actually had like a 5-man front there.
Yeah, let's talk about Walpock's defense against this big offensive line for Toledo Central Catholic.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much Andre is going to play tonight on the offensive line. As small as he is, but he does able to use his speed. But I think with Ludwig in there, it gives us a little bit more size in the inside.
And it's going to be a handoff to Fuller again. Fuller, boy, showing his speed. Boy, he can really dance around that corner back down to the 20.
Yeah.
Gets back to penalty yardage and then some.
They pulled one of their big offensive linemen around the corner there on Gage Vaughn. Vaughn, the outside linebacker, took him on. And There's an opening good run play there.
Watch for Eliano, the wideout, wide left. They move to the slot left, and it's going to be hand off to Fuller up the middle again. And Fuller had a nice hole there inside the 15, and that'll be enough for the first down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, Darren Hauser was on a blitz there, and they were able to pick him up, which opened up the middle there a little bit.
Just underway, week number 3 of high school playoff action between the 8 and 4 Toledo Central Catholics, and don't be fooled by their record. The Toledo Central Catholic Irish play in the Detroit Catholic High School League and play against a lot of Division I schools. And that is a nice run into the 5 and into the end zone goes Fuller. 13-yard scamper by Fuller to draw first blood.
Yeah, Darren Hauser made some contact there, but just didn't have quite the angle. And then once he missed him, he was into the second level.
Fuller only a junior, 5'9", 165 pounds, but I'd like to know what his 40 time is because that kid can really scamper.
Yeah, like you said, as a junior, I think he's got some offers already from like 4 different MAC schools already. So he's definitely going to be a weapon.
We were watching their kicker in the pregame, and he's got a leg on him. That kick is up, and Moody puts it through. So with 8:47 remaining here in the first quarter, the Irish drive 55 yards. And after a 13-yard TD run by Fuller, draw first blood. They're up 7-0. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, that was a concern. Like I said, the offensive line, being able to pound us right there. Got some good size there, nice speed on the edge as well. So good drive for the Irish to start the game, for them.
They've struggled a little bit this season against some tough teams. In fact, they opened the year 0-3, but they went on 2 runs of 4-0, 2 4-game winning streaks. And, of course, in their first 2 playoff games, they played Ontario pretty well. They shut them out 35-0, and then traveled to Lexington to beat them 49-18. So this is a good team. Losing the state championship last year, I'm sure, was a bitter taste in their mouth that they're trying to get rid of this year. As with a $1:29 left on the clock, they lost 19-14 to Bishop Watterson. So, every week is going to be a challenge for them because everybody's going to be after them. And I know Wapak is going to make sure that they're in a dogfight tonight because they really want to show up here for sure. There's a long kick into the end zone. We told you that kid had a leg.
Yeah, Freisel, the big kid that's going to Notre Dame. I think he also punts as well. So, yeah, nice leg there.
So Wapak will start 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest all season long. Some great people. Dad's Toy Shop, Pashita Creek Steaks, State Farm, Jimmy Sager, G.A. Windsor & Son, Home Savings Bank, Miller's Corral, and Elevation Chiropractic. 2 wide receivers split to the right. We've got a switch here right off the bat, putting Page all by himself out to the left. Here's a quarterback fake, and last second, it was a play action option, if you will. And he decided not to run, but to toss it to Mullen. Yeah, trying to draw the end in a little bit.
Yeah, Robinson and number 3, Vaughn, both from, their defensive back position just came up and blew that up.
It's just a gain of 1 on the play. Richardson is split wide to the right. He's over there with Bishop. 2 wide receivers to the left. Mullen in the backfield with Moyer as they look to the sideline for the call. We got 4 down linemen here for Toledo Central Catholic. Hand off to Jarrett Mullen. Mullen tries to turn the corner, gets his shirt ripped off after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, Crowley made initial contact there, and then Robert Campbell just, piled in right at the end there and finished him off.
So it'll be 3rd and a long 7 for the Skins, their first possession of the game.
Yeah, we definitely have not seen defensive speed like this, this much in this year.
Yeah, they really close it down, don't they?
Yeah. They definitely pursued the football pretty quick.
That guy that's closest to us, number 5. Got to watch out for him defensively. Moyer looks, throws. Page is wide open. He's got it at the 40, 30, inside the 15 and knocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
What a nice pass.
Yeah, the cornerback Davis fell down, so Page was wide open. So nice job by Caleb to getting the ball down the field.
Wapak trying to respond, and Caden Page got under a perfect pass by Caleb Moyer.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just saw, Davis was on the field, and next thing you know, Page is, 10 yards behind him. So, yeah, nice job by Caleb getting the ball down the field.
They'll mark it at the 22, 1st and 10 for the Skins, and that wakes up the Wapak faithful. 5 wide receiver set for Moyer. Steps back under a lot of pressure, and he's going down, and there's a late flag.
Yeah, they tried to run a screen there and then let, Toledo Central Catholic's defensive line come through, and they just got a lot of speed there.
It's going to be a face mask, though. Wow, how did they get in the backfield so quick?
Well, they ran that screen, so all the offensive linemen let those guys come through. So I think they need a little, hit a little bit longer and hold before they take off.
Yeah, because like you said, that defense is very quick, especially on that defensive line. So, yeah, you can't just check down on them. So that penalty going to put the ball back at about the, where are we at, the 12, between the 10 and 12, 11-yard line. All right. So into the game comes Andre Longsworth, along with Braylon Walter. That's Richardson split wide to left. Page is out there with him. Moyer in the backfield. Now Mullen goes in motion. Moyer looking for some running room. Gets inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, again, defensively 61 there. Sanders, just down the line of scrimmage, make a tackle from the backside there.
Our screen is showing there's a flag on the play, but there's not. Yeah, they just forgot to take it off. 6:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Wapak trying to answer that first touchdown by the Irish.
Yeah, defensive line-wise, Liggins is 6'3", 270. Sanders is 5'9", 280. So they got some good-sized kids on that defensive line as well.
Trips out to the right, 1 wide receiver left. Moyer has time, now steps up. Now he's feeling a little bit of pressure. He's rolling to the right and just going to throw the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought our offensive line did a nice job of protection initially. And then, he had to hold it for a little while and come outside the pocket and try to make something happen and just didn't find anybody.
Boy, they like to hit late, too. They got to watch for any kind of infraction there. Any late hits by Toledo Central Catholic. We know they're going to be a physical team, but they got to keep it clean.
With our spread, they're running that nickel defense as well, so they have that extra defensive back in the game, and, they got a lot of good skilled players as well.
3rd and 7 from the 8-yard line, so we can get a first down at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
I think it's 4-down territory no matter what in a game like this. There goes Page to the left.
Oh,
now
they bring a
Moyer.
blitz from the outside. Yep.
Oh, wow.
They brought like a corner blitz from the outside, 32 there.
I hope they don't try to kick a field goal. I hope they try to go for it here.
It's coming from Caleb's backside. Didn't see 32 Crowley there blitzing on that backside.
Yeah, he spun around when he got a hold of his leg. And that's a little dangerous. But they are going to send out the kicking unit. This is one of those games where it's not going to be a field goal game. I don't think it's going to be a field goal game. And regardless of...
And if it was like 4th and 5 or something like that, I could see him going for it with, 4th and 15. Yeah, that's a pretty good stretch.
Elliott to hold, Niekamp to kick. As he points the ball down at about the 23-yard line, so it'll be a 33-yard kick. It's up, end-over-end kick. Looks good. No good.
Wide right, yep.
Wide to the right.
Yep.
So Toledo Central Catholic will take over on downs. We'll take a timeout with the score. The Irish 7, the Redskins nothing. We'll be back right after this. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs. When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Auglaize Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. First and 10 for the Irish from their own 20-yard line, and there's already a flag.
Yeah, it looks like a false start on their right end there, number 33. You know, Ludwig's one of the players that is going to go both ways tonight, playing defensive line and offensive line. So they put Noah Baker in right now to give him a little break.
Two wide receivers to the left, two to the right. Benion's going to look down the field and overthrows the intended receiver.
Yeah, nice coverage there by Noah Bishop. He was step for step right there with Faisal.
For the Redskins.
We just need our defensive ends to try to get some pressure here off the edge.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to go to Fries.
Yeah, yeah.
Fries will split wide to the left this time. Two wide receivers to the right. Binion in the backfield. Going to hand it off to number 7 once again. That's Fuller, and Fuller gets wrapped up just as he gets over the line of scrimmage, but he still makes up the penalty yardage.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Tate Niekamp and Darren Hauser and Jarrett Mullen, all on a gang tackle there.
So now it'll be 3rd and 10 with the nose of the ball back to the original line of scrimmage to the 20.
This is where our defense has to get off the field here. 3rd and long.
Yep, I agree.
Got to get the ball back to our offense.
I agree.
Got him in a 3rd and long situation here.
Play clock is under 10 now, so they got to run it. 4 wide receivers out to the right. They're showing blitz. They're bringing the blitz.
Yep.
Here comes Hauser. They're going to throw across the middle for Friesel, and he's got it. Down by the 35, maybe to the 30 is where he landed.
Yeah, it wasn't.
How did he get under that ball?
He just got some size on him. You know, Jarrett Mullen's out there covering him. Jarrett's with him step for step. That, you know, just giving up probably about 6 inches there.
Oh, how did that happen?
It's one of those plays where you just kind of throw it up to your playmaker, let him go up and get it, and that's what he did.
2 wide receivers. No, yep, they're split. One on the right, one on the left. Fuller, the running back, over right end. Spins, tries to get away, but still gets 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, we did a nice job on contain there, and then he spun back on the inside. We just got to make sure we're wrapping up there.
Brought down by Vaughn for the Redskins. Gain of 5 on the play.
Boy, I thought they had a sack on that third down for sure. Hauser was in there, and he was all
over. They did like
over
a twist blitz with that, and they kind of got too deep, though. You know, once you kind of get to the quarterback, you got to settle down and come back underneath. They just kept getting depth and what's behind the quarterback instead of where they needed to be positioned.
Overran the play.
Yes.
Yeah. 2nd and 5 from the Wapak 27, 3:27 remaining. They're setting up the screen, and on the run is number 5. What a nice catch by Davis. Davis still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Braden Bowersock was in position to make it a play, and he just missed the tackle there.
1st and goal for the Irish now with 3:14 remaining in the quarter. Well, this team really moves quick.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Beat on. Sends his H-back to the right where Fuller goes, and Fuller inside the 5 and into the end zone.
Yeah, they get down.
10-yard run.
They get down inside the 10-yard line. They just get behind that offensive line there. Number 55 just did a nice job opening up that hole.
And this is Moody for the extra point to extend their lead to 14. The kick is up, and that kick is good. And boy, he hit it strong. So with exactly 3 minutes remaining in the quarter, it's the Irish 14, the Redskins nothing. We'll be back after this. You're watching Wapakoneta High School playoff action on TSC. At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Mike Feaster is a proud graduate of Wapakoneta High School and takes that same pride into his work as owner of Feaster Residential Inspectors. They provide detailed home and commercial inspections, and Mike works with you to know the condition before you purchase that home or business. Whether you're buying or selling a home or business, you can count on Mike and his team of professional inspectors to give you all the information you need to know. Call 419-371-8468 or visit us at feasterinspectors.com. At Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Our goal is to provide our client families with celebrations of their loved one's life and the time they share. We give every family in our community unique opportunities to learn, share, and remember. For more information, visit us at EelyFuneralHomeAndCrematory.com.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Bushita Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic and hormone-free. From fresh, grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Pusheta Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio. And we take the time to custom fit your order to exactly what you want for steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more. Check us out on the web at PushetaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushetaCreekSteaks.com.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Welcome back to Wapak. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law. It's week number 3 of Wapakoneta High School football. Actually, they had a bye week the first week. It's week number 3 of the high school playoffs, I should say. Wapak beating Shawnee, but up against a much tougher opponent in this Toledo Central Catholic Irish team. Here's Page to the 10, 15, 20, 25, trying to run down the sideline, 30, 35, 40, 45. Nice return by Caden Page.
Yeah, nice little return set up on the wall there. Jared Mullen did a nice job lead blocking for him up through the sideline there. Nice job on the return. Give us a chance to start this drive on about the 45-yard line.
That's nice. Good field position for the Skins. All right, guys, come on. Let's do something here. Come on, let's get 6. Richardson split wide to the left, along with Adams and Bishop. Caden Page to the right. Moyer takes the snap, steps up, just run with it. There you go. Barely got a yard.
Yeah, our receivers just aren't getting any separation off those defensive backs there. Their defensive backs are doing a nice job coverage, and Caleb on his initial drop had some time, but just no one was open.
Eckert, the linebacker for Toledo Central Catholic, on that tackle, and he got there quickly. Keep him from getting any kind of big gain. As you mentioned, I don't think we've seen a team quite as fast as a team where we've played against other teams where they have maybe a half dozen players, both offensively and defensively, that have some speed. Everybody here is really quick, man. They get to the ball quickly. Mullen in motion to the left, takes the toss, sweep, trying to find some blocks, and barely gets a yard. A nice lateral movement by the defense there to shut it down.
Yeah, again, a nice job by the defense there. Like you were talking about that speed there. Number 20 was meeting him at the line of scrimmage. You know, Robinson was right there to make a tackle.
So now, just like that, it's 3rd and 8 for the Skins. $1:43 remaining in the clock running. Want to thank our sponsors, as always, all season long. All our good friends at TSC. Couldn't do it without you. Along with Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, and Miller's Corral. 3rd and 8 from our own 47. Moyer takes the snap, feeling the pressure, looks, throws, and almost picked it off.
Yeah,
wow.
Jerome Davis did a nice job there. He just read it, and, man, he made a break on the ball, and it almost looked like he was the receiver there for a second.
That was enough for a first down, but, yeah, that was a great defensive play there to shut it down. Walpock's going to keep their offense out there right now. At least they're going to show they're keeping their offense out there.
Man, it's a little early for that, don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, it was kind of like the onside kick at the beginning there.
Yeah,
I mean you're kind of reaching against a good team.
4th and 1, I could see it, but not 4th and 8. Wow.
Okay, here we go. Caden Page split wide to the right. Watch out for Bishop. He's out there by himself, and now Walpock's going to call timeout with 1 second remaining on the play clock. So that was kind of long developing right there, and they're going to bring the offense over, and we're going to keep it right here.
I wonder if Coach Moyer's going to change his mind now.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to take a look and see what they had to bring, but they ran the play clock all the way down to a second left, so a little something was up there with $1:17 remaining in the quarter. You're down by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you know, with 4th and 2, I like our chances, but 4th and 8, you know, with the ball being on our side of the field.
Yeah, I know we would have been, 4th and 14 down near the 20 there, and that's where I would have preferred they'd go for it down there. Yeah. That's
looks like they're going to bring out the punt team now.
And who's back to receive for Toledo?
number 5, Jerome Davis, and number 7, Jeremiah Fuller. Again, you talk about good speed back there.
Block sets up at about, and that's a bad snap. Something happened there, and Elliott didn't even get a chance to punt the ball.
Boy, that almost looked like it was like a fake punt, like he was snapping to an up guy.
Wow.
Man, if that was a fake punt, it sure didn't execute very well.
I don't know if we have to bring out all the tricks to try to beat this team. I want to see them play them straight up, because we gave them an advantage on the first possession where they had it at their 45, and now they get it at the Wapak 40-yard line.
Yeah, this isn't a team you want to give a short field to.
No way. There's Fuller again, having a great night already.
Yeah, Caden Page did a nice job coming up and making the tackle there.
For the Irish, brought down by Page for the Redskins.
A minute remaining here in the quarter. And Toledo's just taking their time.
They're doing a nice job of getting those big offensive linemen up on our linebackers right now. Our linebackers are now able to play downhill. Oh, a lot of time.
Looking across the middle, and he has a man wide open. Well, he wasn't really wide open, but
no, Bishop's right there.
Bishop
Again,
was right on his back.
When you're just giving about a foot of size up there,
I thought we would have. I thought Page would be on him more than Bishop. I don't know why we didn't. I thought we were going to see more of that matchup. First and goal, and that's Fuller inside the 5, still on his feet. Now he's going to be stopped.
Yeah, Gage Vaughn did a nice job getting up in the gap there that time. Kept him short of a,
Boy, Fuller's not only quick, he is strong. He stayed on his feet the entire time there. Second and goal from the 4, and that'll be probably the last player. They're going to try to run one. No, they are. There's Fuller. Gets hit, but still stays on his feet and into the end zone.
Yeah, they blitzed Mullen off the edge there, and he had contact in the backfield, just didn't wrap up.
4-yard TD run by Fuller. And that extends the Irish lead 20-0 as they attempt to tack on the extra point. That's Moody. Snap, place, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 1 second remaining in the quarter, so they're going to have to kick it off before we change ends of the field.
Well, defensively, we're going to have to make a little adjustment here. Obviously their size of their offensive line, but also a little bit of their speed. See what kind of changes Coach Trudeau can come up with.
Yeah, this is a tough pill to swallow. We haven't seen this kind of a matchup in the last 3 years that we've been back to where we've even been behind like this. 21-0. We'll keep it right here since we only have 1 second left till the end of the quarter. Then we'll take a timeout. But Toledo is everything we expected. I mean, they bring a great team.
Sometimes when you watch tape, you can't really tell how fast someone is, but when you see them live, it's a little bit different. So
you're absolutely correct.
The defensive speed is definitely something I didn't anticipate as much as what I'm seeing out there on the field tonight.
You're absolutely correct, because your vision, when you're looking at the camera's focusing on that individual. But when you have that broader perspective where you can see 20 front, 20 back, you can see 40 yards in that field.
Yep.
And that's why we've always used that measurable for years and years, the 40-yard dash. You can really get a good idea of how quick somebody is, how elusive they can be. Here's the ensuing kickoff, and that's going to be like a little squib kick, and that's going to fall off Andre Longsworth, and is it picked up by Toledo? Yeah. Oh, my, it is. It's going to be Toledo's ball.
Yeah, they squibbed it, and it just bounced off of Andre and just took an odd bounce to the left, and there was nobody there. And
oh, wow. Well, we'll take a timeout as we start this quarter. We'll be back. You're watching Wapakoneta High School football on TSC. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
This place is absolutely amazing. Right when you walk in, it feels so homey, not like other doctors' offices.
Everyone at the office was so friendly and helpful. My audiologist did great at explaining the results and possible solutions.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Alan Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer, and Farmers Insurance President's Council Hall of Fame inductee for 2025. Trust Alan Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection with offices in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. For more information, check us out on the web at alandavisinsurance.com. Friday Night Football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merit Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merit is with you because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merit, your home team in real estate. Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Boy, if we could turn the clock back, Mark, to 7 o'clock. Can we just start this game again? Oh, my goodness. Bad start for the Redskins, down 21-0. As Toledo will start first and 10. There's Fuller. Fuller with 3 touchdowns already today. Stays on his feet inside the 30. Bounces off a Wapak player and down near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, their receivers out there on the edge do a great job of just locking on to our defensive backs. And, it's almost like flypaper out there. We're just not getting off blocks.
And Caden Page is getting up a little gingerly. We can't afford to lose him. And so there's an official timeout on the field.
I imagine he's probably got to come out of the game.
Probably. Yeah, they're going out to meet him. But I don't know why we can't keep a camera on him. I can't see him right now from here.
Who's that?
Our field camera will have him. Page, just to see what's going on.
Yeah, he's taking a knee right now on the field.
So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at MillerBrosTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs. When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Auglay Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big day on Wilson alongside of Mark Law. Week number 3 of high school football playoff action. Wapak 11-0, Toledo Central Catholic 8-4, but boy, what a stark difference between these two teams. 1st and 10 on a slant pattern, and that's a touchdown, and they're making it look easy now to Eliano, the junior.
Yeah, he got inside Noah Bishop there, and it was just a quick slant. And Caden Page is gone out of the game, so Caleb Moyer came in. You know, Caleb hasn't played a whole lot of defense this year. But, yeah, he just got inside Noah on the slant there, and it's a nice connection.
Wow. Just underway, second quarter action, and just like that, a few key mistakes by Wapak, and the Irish are making them pay. The extra point attempt is up, and that's good. So we'll take another timeout. It's the Irish 28, Wapak nothing. My. We'll be back right after this. At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Mike Feaster is a proud graduate of Wapakoneta High School and takes that same pride into his work as owner of Feaster Residential Inspectors. They provide detailed home and commercial inspections, and Mike works with you to know the condition before you purchase that home or business. Whether you're buying or selling a home or business, you can count on Mike and his team of professional inspectors to give you all the information you need to know. Call 419-371-8468 or visit us at feasterinspectors.com. At Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Our goal is to provide our client families with celebrations of their loved one's life and the time they share. We give every family in our community unique opportunities to learn, share, and remember. For more information, visit us at EelyFuneralHomeAndCrematory.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Scoreboard says it all, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. 11:36 remaining in the half, and we're down by 4 touchdowns, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you talk about the amount of athletes that they have, we haven't seen a team this year with the quality of players that they have.
Ryan Richardson usually stays on his feet, but he had to fall down on that squib kick. He's gotten a few, especially at that Bath game. He had a few squib kicks. He should be used to getting up and running with that ball. They're moving pretty slow right now, Marcus. Their attitude is not – there's no bounce in their step right now, and I don't like this.
Yeah, offensively, we've got to come out and get some positive yards here.
I don't like this at all. There's no bounce in their step. They gotta get going, man. They got to turn it up a notch here. Get on the scoreboard, man. Play some defense. That's Wackoff in the game now. It's going to be a handoff to Mullen. Mullen trying to get behind him, and a gain of about maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, Campbell, linebacker there, playing downhill, did a nice job of making a tackle right there at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I really, you know, when you look at a team like this, you know that you have to play complementary football. Everything from the kicks to the offense and the defense, everybody has to bring their A game tonight. And so far, we're not seeing it. Moyer on the quarterback keeper. Gain of about 4 on the play. Nice positivity there.
Yep, there's what we're going to do. Just got to get a first down here. Just, you know, kind of keep the offense out there on the field. Again, like you said, just getting some positive yards. Try to get a little momentum here on offense.
I think that's really what it's all about. I mean, you have to maintain a certain amount of positivity in every step, in every play. Got to bring a little bit more enthusiasm. Third down. First down here would be nice. 3rd and 3 from the 34. 2 wide receivers to the left.
They're bringing some linebackers here.
They're trying to set up a screen, and that's not going to work. They had that figured out. Yeah. Number 32, Crowley, I should say, the junior linebacker, was all over Jared Mullen. They had sniffed that one out all the way.
They also had a blitz with the outside backer. So, again, Caleb had a lot of pressure in his face, and, yeah, they did a nice job of sniffing out that screen.
Yeah, I know. They were trying to misdirect him by trying to throw the ball out to the left with Bishop in motion to the left. And here we go on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. And now Toledo Central Catholic will call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Wapakoneta High School playoff action on TSC.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Pusheta Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic, and hormone-free. From fresh, grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Pusheta Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio. And we take the time to custom-fit your order to exactly what you want for steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more. Check us out on the web at PushetaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushetaCreekSteaks.com.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs.
Welcome back to Wapak. A big 4th down for the Skins. 4th and 3 from their own 34. The non-conversion here is going to give Toledo the ball in great field position again.
Maybe
three wide receivers to the left.
Try to get the ball into Mullen's hand here.
Mullen in motion to the left, and there's a flag. Now what? Will we have a false start, or what happened?
What's he calling? Oh, lined up in the neutral zone. Okay, we'll take a first down.
Well, that takes the drama out of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Okay, take advantage of this now.
I see Caden Page is up and running on the sideline, trying to stretch out his legs, so maybe he's ready to come back in. It'd be nice to see him back in the game. All right, 1st and 10. The easy way. We'll take it. From their own 39. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Moyer looks, throws, connects.
Again, in just a 5-yard pass, and, those guys are breaking on the ball. They have 3 guys right there for the tackle. So, again, the speed on the defense is just outplaying us right now.
Yeah, Mason Steinke on the receiving end there for a gain of 5. To bring up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Redskins from the 44-yard line.
Good first down play, though.
Trips out to the left, 2 to the right for Moyer. See if they can get Adams the ball.
Who had a nice little stunt there with their tackle on their end.
Now he looks, now he throws, coming back to the ball and bounces off his chest is Richardson, unable to hold on to that one.
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job of coming inside the defensive back there. I thought he was going to make a play on the ball and just wasn't able to come down with it.
So 3rd and 5 for the Redskins from their 44-yard line. 9:26 remaining here in the half. Wapak down by 4 touchdowns. My goodness. This one I did not see coming. I thought we'd be in a little bit of a battle tonight. But we got to get a couple touchdowns before the end of the half.
Can't bring no blitz with the outside linebacker.
Oh, yeah, big-time blitz.
Yep.
Moyer looks, throws downfield. It gets knocked around, and it's picked off. On the return is Vaughn. And Vaughn brings that interception back to about midfield.
Yeah, Caleb got a little pressure there, and he got outside the pocket, and he threw it back across the middle of the field, and they had like double coverage in there. And let's see, is Caden Page going to come out on defense? No, looks like Caleb Moyer's going to stay in the game.
Moyer's staying in there. So Toledo, 1st and 10 from their 48. Boy, they've had great field position in this game so far. And they've been able to cap it off with touchdowns. Looking across the middle, and is that picked off?
Yes.
Ryan Richardson.
Yep. Little tip ball there, a little tip drill. Ryan Richardson got his hands underneath the ball there for an interception.
Double R.
And we needed that. Finally got a play to go our way.
Yeah, B-Don threw it, but behind the intended receiver. And Double R was right on the spot. So Wapak from their 31 with 9:05 remaining. Draws a little enthusiasm with the Wapak faithful. Moyer back into the game.
Looks like they're bringing Wackoff in and Brennan Walter tied in. Wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if we see a run here.
They haven't thrown to Bishop yet. Well, they've got him in motion to the right. Looking for that screen out to the right. Moyer looking upfield to Bishop, and he gets run over, and there's no flag. What is going on there?
They threw a flag in the backfield. It looked like they might have called Mullen for like holding there. It kind of looked like he kind of tackled him on the edge.
Boy, I thought Singleton went right over the back of Bishop, and there was no flag. Wow. And now they're going to call holding on Wapak. Oh, my. That wasn't cool. Yeah, Bishop did that little motion down and out and then up the sideline. Moyer had a good pass to him, but I don't think that was a clean defensive play there by the future Texas A&M DB. 1st and 20 from the 21. Moyer on the quarterback keeper, and they were right in his face.
Yeah, they came with a 5-man front that time, and yeah, had a lot of pressure up front.
Boy,
Chris Sanders did a nice job there, making a tackle for loss.
Yep. Another junior. A lot of the impact plays that we've seen tonight are all from juniors. My goodness.
Yeah, other than Freisel, yeah.
Correct. Another loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and
25.
Yeah, at least. We're down inside the 17. 8:18 remaining and the clock running. Richardson wide right. He's out there with Bishop. On the counter. Has some running room. Mullen does, and he gets knocked around as he gets near the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice gain, but when you're 2nd and 22, that's a little rough.
Yeah, no doubt. Is there another flag out there?
There is.
Oh my! Now what?
I'm not sure what they're. No. They're taking us back.
Wow.
Might have been a holding. Oh.
Legal shift. How is that illegal? What? Okay.
We are going the wrong direction right now.
Wow.
What do you have for a 3rd and 40-yard call?
Well, actually 2nd.
Yeah.
There's
nice
the screen to
screen
Mullen.
out there.
There's a face mask they got away with.
Again, right there's that defensive speed there on that pursuit out there in that flat.
And a hand to Mullen's face, too.
Crowley and Robinson both out there for a tackle. And the linebackers and their corners are just flying to the ball.
Adams is into the game right now, 3rd and forever. 7:28 the clock running.
And this is kind of where they can tee off defensively and just bring some pressure.
Yeah, right on.
They're only going to rush 3 and drop everybody off. And they still got pressure at the outside linebacker.
And Moyer gets slammed to the ground. Wow, they're playing a big-time physical game here tonight with this team.
Yeah, McCray, basically he dropped off in coverage, and once Caleb broke the pocket, he just came on a blitz on the outside.
We have not seen a team like this all season long. Very aggressive, very physical, and that's kind of what I was expecting us to do tonight, especially at the end of that game with Shawnee, that second half with Shawnee. I was expecting a much more physical, determined Redskin team here tonight, and I'm not seeing it. So
That's
Elliott
nice
gets
punt.
off the kick. Yeah, oh, wow, what a nice kick. Takes a Wapak bounce.
Nice punt.
Holy cow. That was from inside the end zone. Boy, yeah, you're going to do the calculation right now, aren't you? Wow. Yeah, so that ball was, they're 24. So other than their 20-yard line where Toledo had it for their second possession of the game, they've had great field position. So this is their second worst field position of the night. 1st and 10 from their 24, 6:14 remaining. Motion to the left is going to be a handoff. Is that Fuller again?
Yeah, Tate Niekamp did a nice job from the backside running that down for a nice tackle.
No, that's Sylvester, the ball carrier. That's Sylvester, the ball carrier that was in the backfield there with Bedon. 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
Got Channing Miller in the game now on the defensive line there as well. Trying to bring Hauser on a blitz here.
Yeah, they wanted to.
Corners are playing a little tighter there. Let's see that now. Now they're backing off.
It's going to be another handoff, and boy, what a nice hole.
Yeah, they caught Hauser on the left side there, and there's a little opening in the middle.
Sylvester got the nose of the ball just up over the 34, and that's going to move the chains with 5:24 remaining. It's an Irish first down. Wow. Now they're taking their time as far as running time off the play clock and getting the plays in. That's Eliano split wide to the right. He's already scored tonight. Got motion to the right. That's Davis. A nice strong run.
Yeah, up front, our defensive line did a nice job there, though. Channing Miller there and Wyatt Buell.
So Sylvester, the ball carrier again. So they're taking reps away from Davis a little bit to kind of give the senior Sylvester a few carries. We got a split 3 wide receivers to the right. Watch up for Freisel, tight to the right on 2nd and 7. 2nd and 6.
Changing the call here.
From their 38.
That's the first time we got a little pressure on him. He did a nice job.
Oh, gets away and down the sideline for a first down.
Yeah, defensive backs did a nice job in coverage. He was able to break the pocket and make a nice little run for a first down.
Another 1st and 10 for Toledo Central Catholic now with 4:04 remaining in the half. Up by 4 touchdowns. Freisel split wide to the right. Who do they got on him?
Braden Bowersock.
Bowersock?
Yep. Oh, nice job by Jarrett Mullen there. They blitzed Jarrett from the outside there, made contact right in the backfield for a tackle.
Yeah, and that was a nice hard hit. That was nice. You could hear it from up here, man.
Wrapped him up.
Yeah, he did. That was a nice stick.
Yep.
2nd and 11 from the 48. 3:38 remaining. 2 wide receivers to the right. Bedon's going to hand it off, and wow. Wow, what a nice run by Sylvester.
Yeah, they're getting his big linebackers or linemen on our linebackers, and there was nobody in the middle of the field.
That puts the nose of the ball down to about the Wapak 38. They're taking their time. 25 seconds remaining on the play clock, and they've been using almost every second of the play clock.
Well, they're just going to try to run this clock all the way down and try to put one in the end zone before the half.
Eliano and Freisel split wide to the right. It's going to be another handoff.
Again, Tate Niekamp with another nice tackle. Again, coming down the line of scrimmage from the backside. He's able to run that down. No gain.
2nd and 10. Now we're down to 2:40 remaining. And they're doing all the right things, justifiably so. That's what Toledo Central Catholic should be doing right now. I mean, just running every second off the play clock and running the clock and controlling the opportunity of keeping the ball out of the Wapak's offensive hands. That pass was thrown behind Davis, and boy, as soon as he got the ball, that kid can move.
Yeah, Darren Hauser had to sprint out there from his middle linebacker position out there in the flats and was able to make a tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and 2.
Okay, defensively here, we need to step up a little bit here and make a big play.
Watch out for Friesel, split wide to the right.
Yeah,
they're 4-down territory no matter what.
They were bringing all the linebackers this time.
I saw that.
Yeah, change of play here.
They got a good kicker in Moody, too, so if they don't get the first down, I can see him going for the field goal.
There, we got some pressure on him.
Oh, yeah, just spun him around, but they lost him. Miller had him there in the backfield.
I think he stepped out before the first down, though.
Miller had him. Oh, my.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and short.
Well, they have a good kicker in Moody, so why wouldn't they bring him out? It stops the clock with $1:33 remaining in the half. And they're going to go for it on 4th down.
I'll probably bring a blitz here. Boy, they're looking at bringing all 3 of their linebackers. See if they change their call here.
Yeah, they ran a slant to Friesel. That middle of the field would be wide open.
Yeah.
I think that's what they saw.
Play clock was running down. They had to call timeout.
So with the timeout on the field, we'll keep it right here. Have to say thanks once again, as always, to all of our fine sponsors this year. Our good friends at GA Windsor & Son, All Glaze Audiology, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, Ely Funeral Home, Feaster Residential and Commercial Inspectors. Thanks, Mike. Our good friends at Pashita Creek Steaks, Amanda Lifferton, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, and Alan Davis Insurance Agency. Well, Mark, certainly not the game that I expected at this point. That's for sure.
Well, we didn't catch any breaks in the first half for sure.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that there were a lot of mistakes that maybe could have been corrected. Bad snap, bad kicks, missed field goal. Oof. All right, here we go. Big 4th down. See what happens. I'll let the picture tell the story. I'll let the crowd tell the story.
Yeah, they just take their big, tall receiver there, run a little 5-yard stop, and just throw him the ball. So, I mean, that's hard to cover there.
Yeah, especially since we don't have Page in there to cover him.
Yep, that's hard to cover, 5-yard stop.
That gain is good enough for an Irish. 1st and 10 from the
Kind of, I think I said it before we went to the half that when they started the 4th down, before the timeout, that Friesel was going to be their guy. I was calling more for a slant, but either way.
Oh, there you go.
10.
Oh, fumble. Oh, they're going to climb down. Yeah, I think there was a little miscommunication. The running back went right and the quarterback went left, and we were able to get some pressure from the backside there. Clock's running, though. Need to keep him out of the end zone here before the half.
Yeah, but like I said, they've got a good kicker, so even if they get to another 4th down and maybe a 4th and long, I could see them trying to kick a field goal. Oh, nice pass and catch.
Yeah, we just didn't get any pressure on him. He just sat back there in the pocket and waited till his running back went out into the flat. And
that's Sylvester on the receiving end. And with 37 seconds left, wow, there's not too many times that I've seen anyone close to 30 or over 30 this year as far as points that Wapak has given up.
Yep.
Yeah, they're throwing their hands up now. I could see a couple of players down there, and they just can't do that. They just can't do that. It's 35-0 with 37 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah.
My. Well, before we go to half, we might as well keep it here. And once again, tell you about this team of that we're facing here tonight. 8-4 coming into this game, 375 yards of offense. As far as points are concerned, 375 points scored, and they've only given up 179. But they've had some tough games. They went out early against Cass Tech from Detroit and ended up losing that game 28-27. Detroit Central Catholic, another team that they lost to, Walsh Jesuit from Cleveland area.
Do you know how long they've been playing in that league up there in Michigan?
Probably for a while. I do not know exactly how many years. No. All right, who's back to receive for Wapakoneta?
We have Bishop back there.
So Bishop replaces
and
Page.
Mullen. Yep.
And Mullen.
Yep.
So Bishop and Mullen back there.
Okay, Ryan Richardson there on the return.
That'll put the ball where? What are we looking at here?
Well, but they threw a flag there. I'm not sure if there was something extracurricular or.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Marking it off, though. It looks like it's going to be a 15-yarder.
Some of the Wapak.
Oh, personal foul. This might be our first time past the 50 tonight, is it? I think the first.
No.
Yeah,
no,
right.
No.
Yeah, our first drive.
We got down there for a field goal.
Yep.
We had the opportunity, a couple times.
Long pass to Page.
Yep. So this is the Toledo 43-yard line. Moyer, quarterback keeper all the way, dances up over the 40. That's a nice run. That's what we've been looking for and waiting for.
Took advantage of their aggressiveness. They were coming on some blitzes there. Nice little draw play.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that earlier. That's a first down. Wapak, how many timeouts? We got 2 timeouts left, and the clock is running. 19, 18 seconds. Is he not going to call a timeout with this kind of field position? 13 seconds remaining. No timeout by Wapak. Moyer steps up. He has plenty of time to throw the ball. He's going to go to the back of the end zone, intended for Ryan Richardson, and he's not going to catch up with that one with 4 seconds left. Why didn't we call a timeout? We had 2 left.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Jerome Davis did a nice job there. Ryan Richardson in the back of the end zone.
Why didn't we call a timeout? We could have probably ran at least 3 plays with 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Redskins from the 20.
Let's see what they can draw up here right before half. 4 seconds, last play. See if they bring any pressure up. They're just rushing 3. Man, we just can't block on the edge.
Moyer skips out of that.
Oh.
Boy, he got hammered.
Yep, he took a big hit.
He got turned around and then hammered to the ground. And boy, did he take a hard hit, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half with the score. The Wapakoneta Redskins 0 to Toledo Central Catholic Irish 34. We'll be back with second half action. You're watching Wapakoneta High School playoff football on TSC.
Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981. And I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta. Friday Night Football, everyone's favorite time of the season. The energy, the band, it all ties together perfectly. You deserve the same from your real estate transaction. Located in downtown Wapak and operating all throughout Northwest Ohio since 2012, Merit Real Estate is here to provide you with exceptional service and commitment to ensure you get the most out of your real estate experience. From Friday night lights to Friday morning coffees on the porch, Merit is with you because in Wapak, community comes first. Get more with Merit, your home team in real estate. Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs. When it comes to land, some people just see earth. We see an investment. We see growth. We see profits. We see life. When it comes to your farm and your land, we'll help you see your investment. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we know the land because we live it every day. Visit us today at dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Mark Law, and we're not used to seeing a scoreboard that looks like this, 34-0.
Yeah, we just had some plays that obviously ball didn't bounce our way, you know.
Literally,
yeah,
figuratively.
Yeah, a couple kicks here and there, and, you know, onside kick that basically, you know, went bad, and then Andre had one bounce off of his shin, and they recovered on our side of the ball, and bad snap on punt, and so
missed field goal on top of that, and, you know, everything just kind of piles up.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about, and I use the word earlier in this game, but they always talk about it in the NFL, complementary football. All phases of the game where people are working hard. You can afford to make a mistake here or there, but if you can make it up in your kicking game, if you can make it up in your running game, if you can make it up in your passing game, special teams, everything, everybody has to show up, man.
And then also when you're playing one of the best teams in the state, that's not going to help any matters as well.
Yeah, these guys made it to the state championship last year. They want to get back and prove that they were the best team and are the best team. And, here's the other thing, too. The record of teams like this really doesn't mean anything. 8-4 coming into this game, and they started the season 0-3.
That just shows you the level of competition that they're playing, in that league up there in Michigan.
Yeah.
You talked about, this team here could play with Division I schools in our state. So
yeah. They play in that Detroit Catholic High School League, and the competition is extremely tough. But even after that league, their non-league schedule of games is pretty competitive.
Another squib kick there, picked up by Gage Vaughn.
Gage not going anywhere. Try to run. You got to run north and south, man. You can't run laterally on a team like this. So, Wapak.
It's good to see Caleb Moyer getting back out there. He took a nice big hit right there before halftime.
Wapak will start at the 22-yard line. So we're at that point where it is a running clock, I think, right? Maybe not.
35.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Richardson split wide to the left. We don't see Page out there at all, do we? Hand off to Mullen. Shifts direction and managed to get a good gain there. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, the defensive front for TCC is just doing a great job of just penetrating there and just, Jared was a nice cutback to get some 3 yards there on the first down.
Second and 6. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Moyer hands it off. Mullen cuts it back inside, up over the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Again, Davis from his safety position coming up, making a tackle there. Keeping him short of the first down.
Want to thank our sponsors all season long, our good friends at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance, Elevation Chiropractic, and we have a injury timeout on the field, so we'll continue with our sponsors and saying thank you to Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor and Son, State Farm Insurance, Jimmy Sager, Auglay's Audiology, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, Pashita Creek Steaks, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, Ely Funeral Home, and Feaster Residential and Commercial Inspectors. Also have to give a big shout out to Susan Walter and Lonnie Pedersen, of course, from TSC. We can't do it without you guys. You guys are the best, and thank you for giving me the opportunity once again to be up in the booth and to do these games to the Wapak community and to the customers of TSC.
Yeah, defensive lineman there, Robert Campbell, was able to get up and walk off the field on his own there. It's good to see.
3rd and 2 for the Scans. Down 34-0. I would assume it's 4-down territory no matter what, right?
Yeah, I think so at this time.
Richardson is wide to the left. Bishop is out there. They've yet to go to Bishop, to Noah. They're going to run the ball. And barely get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
Eckert, the linebacker there, did a nice job of filling the hole there and just met Mullen in the hole. Kept him short of the first down.
Now, I think what would be electrifying if we can get a couple of scores on the board and holding them, that can bring some life back into the offense and the defense. But it starts right here on a 4th and 1.
This typically has been a Moyer run, throughout the season.
That's right. That's right. Caleb is back there with Mullen. Andre in the slot to the right. And it is. It's a quarterback keeper. Moyer drops his shoulder.
Boy, he's right at the line.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be really close.
Looks like he's going to get a favorable spot from this side.
Yeah, I think they gave him a good mark there.
He only needed one. Yeah, and so it's really interesting to see a lot of the plays that we would normally see get some extremely good positive yards, like that kind of quarterback keeper against other teams. Just get you one against this team. It's unbelievable. 1st and 10 from the 33. 8:29 remaining. Moyer looks left, throws, caught. And that's the guy I wanted to see to get the ball, Noah Bishop.
Nice little slant play there. Robinson making the tackle for TCC. But again, nice little slant play on 1st down, gained about 8.
And Robinson, the sophomore, put a nice hit on him, too. No chance of getting any more additional yardage on that particular play. Braylon Walter into the game along with Andre Longsworth. Gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2 from the 41.
Looks like TCC's bringing some other players in now, that non-starters.
Oh, caught in the backfield and breaking away is Mullen and can't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris Sanders shot the gap there and was penetrating. I mean, he almost met Mullen when he got the handoff.
Wow. See, and so that's the difference, too, that we talk about. I think we have seen a couple of good players defensively on the defensive line throughout the season, notably our guy from Elida and
Krem
and a few other people from St. Mary's and Salina, but not when they have 3 guys that are like Krem. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or 4 guys like Krem. 3rd and 3. Moyer, quarterback keeper, trying to find a hole and just can't find it.
Yeah, that defensive line for TCC is just, filling those gaps hard, and it's just, they are giving nothing.
Yeah, what's interesting too is that when they're seeing that kind of formation, they're bringing a couple of DBs or a safety as well as the linebackers. So that's what's kind of filling the gap. And this is where I would think that they would fake it, like not step forward. Step forward like he's running the ball in a play action and then throw a quick pass similar to the one that he threw to Bishop. So here we go. 4th and 1. Now what? Whistles, timeout, Wapaw. So with 6:21 remaining, we'll keep it right here. Let's talk about the season this year, Mark. It's been a good year for Wapaw, especially the WBL. We've had our challenges as well.
I mean, you think of the 4 years that this senior class has had, they've been, had some really good years and, going back to back, WBL championships and just, 10-0 seasons the last 2 years. Just, I feel bad for the seniors to end their career in this type of game home.
Right.
Senior class has had an outstanding career.
Yeah, I came back to the booth his sophomore year, Caleb Moyer's sophomore year, and just watched him gradually mature, making better decisions, not just using his athleticism, which he certainly had, even as a sophomore, and running the ball and getting outside of the pocket. But his passes have become much
He went
better.
on that stretch where he didn't throw an interception for like a year and a half. I mean, he just made some really good decisions just throwing the ball.
Okay, here we go. Get a couple blocks. He's got the 1st down.
Nice job there. Offensive line getting a good push there.
I bet they got a good push from the sideline, too, while they had that timeout. I think that was a good timeout. Remind these guys they're still playing football. So 1st and 10 for the Skins now from the 45. And 5:45 remaining as the clock continues to run here in the 3rd quarter. Score doesn't lie. It's 34-0. Every bit of that. There's Mullen dancing around left end. Up over the 45 for a gain of 2. We really haven't seen much of that, too. We really haven't seen any of that from Mullen tonight, where he's had the opportunity to showcase his speed. But again, it's countered by the incredible speed on the defense of Toledo Central Catholic.
Yeah, again, that defensive front there, as far as size, and having that size and to be able to run and move like they do, we just have not seen that this year.
2 wide receivers. That's Richardson wide right, 2 left. Mullen out to the left. Moyer feeling some pressure, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Eckert, the middle linebacker, blitzed and was able to make through, bring Caleb down for a sack there.
I think Caleb's got to get out of the pocket, man, and be a little bit more dangerous instead of stepping up in the pocket. As that pocket starts to collapse, man, try to get it outside. Because there was nobody, and if he would have kicked it to the outside, there's nobody out there. Those DBs drop back really quick. They weren't fooling anybody with that fake screen opportunity that they were showing there to Mullen. And that's a huge loss. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now back at the
Looks like they're going to
42.
bring a little pressure. Yeah, they're bringing one of the linebackers.
Now Moyer steps
backside.
up, looks, throws, caught by Bishop. Bishop down to the 45, and he's got enough for the first down.
Boy. Caleb had just enough time there, was able to get a pass off.
And Bishop was open, and he got a good pass to him. Noah had to go down with it, but down for it, I should say. But his good hands maintained control of that ball.
Nice drive here. Got 3 first downs. Just got to keep moving the ball down the field. Take what they give you.
Start matriculating the ball down the field, as they used to say. Bishop is split wide left with Richardson wide to the left, too. There's only one cover guy over there. What's going on?
So TCC going to bring some pressure. They had 5 guys.
It's going to be a handoff to Mullen. Mullen stopped, tried to jump step his way around right end, and barely got back to the line of scrimmage. You know, one of the things we were saying all year long, Mark, one of the things we talked about all these potential teams that could take down the Redskins, we said they haven't seen a defense like ours.
Yep.
A potential offense like Bath, a potential offense like what Shawnee had. And you kept reminding me, saying, hey, but they haven't seen a defense like ours.
Well, we haven't seen a defense like this one, so yeah.
That's what I'm alluding to.
Makes a difference, yes. Yep, you're correct.
It's different when the shoe's on the other foot. Oh, nice step run by Mullen. And he's, oh, wow.
Yeah,
we're not giving his forward progress. I thought was, oh, come on,
when
man.
He first got through the initial line of scrimmage, I thought he was going to break one off there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to bust one.
Looks like he's holding his arm. It's like a little stinger going on.
Officials timeout on the field with 2:28 remaining, and we'll keep it right here as we look at the Wapak team down there. Caden Page, number 11, with his helmet off. So not expecting him back in the game. And you said you got some news when you were down on the field at the half about Page?
They just said that he might have had a concussion possibly. So, yeah, I don't look forward to him making it back into the game.
That's too bad. Again, his senior year, too. And injuries on both sides of the field as another TCC player walks slowly off the field. All season long, our sponsors, in fact, ever since I started in football, even back in the 80s, a lot of these guys go back like G.A. Windsor and Son, but, you know, at least when I was doing football on TV since 97, our good friends at Home Savings Bank has been there. Miller's Corral have been there. G.A. Windsor, as I mentioned to you. You know, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire. These are great supporters of the community. Ely Funeral Home, Feaster Residential and Commercial Service. Auglaze Audiology, Dye Real Estate and Land Company, too. I mean, thank you so very much for your support. 3rd and a long 7, 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter. We've got motion to the left. Moyer stepping up, throws out of the pocket, and that's what we needed him to do down the right sideline, intended for Ryan Richardson.
Looks like they're going to have Victor Singleton here for pass interference. Looks like they were just hand fighting down the sideline, but he might have been holding on to Ryan's arm there a little bit.
Let's see what they got. There we go. Ryan Richardson is a good target. Yeah. You know, he's a good-sized target, and I was kind of waiting for them to get to him. And, you know, in the first half, we didn't see much of that either. So now we're getting Bishop into the game. We're getting Ryan Richardson into the game, mixing it up a little bit. And that's good to see. as Wackoff comes into the game along with
this is our first drive of the half.
Walter.
And we've all year long have come out of the locker room and had nice drives.
Yep.
To start the second half of the game, and this is a nice drive that Wapak's putting together right here, right now.
Yeah, 1st and 10 now from the Irish 27-yard line. That's going to be a handoff to Mullen, and Mullen uses his speed, and boy, that's what we wanted to see. Boy, he hit that hole hard and quick.
Yeah, very explosive up through there. Those are the plays that we're normally used to seeing there.
With a gain of 9, almost 10 yards on the play. Boy, he hit that hole hard.
It'd be nice to take this drive and put one into the end zone here.
Right on, man, right on. 36 seconds remaining in the quarter. Down by 34. Let's get a touchdown. Wackoff in motion to the left. Handoff Mullen. Mullen turns the quarter, cuts it upfield. Had some hands to the face there.
Should be enough for a first down. Yep, moving the chains.
And the clock's going to continue to move too as we're under 10 seconds, so that'll probably be the last play of the third quarter. As we move into the fourth, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins nothing, the Toledo Central Catholic Irish 34. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this timeout. You're watching Wapakoneta High School playoff football on TSC.
Mike Feaster is a proud graduate of Wapakoneta High School and takes that same pride into his work as owner of Feaster Residential Inspectors. They provide detailed home and commercial inspections, and Mike works with you to know the condition before you purchase that home or business. Whether you're buying or selling a home or business, you can count on Mike and his team of professional inspectors to give you all the information you need to know. Call 419-371-8468 or visit us at feasterinspectors.com. At Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Our goal is to provide our client families with celebrations of their loved one's life and the time they share. We give every family in our community unique opportunities to learn, share, and remember. For more information, visit us at EelyFuneralHomeAndCrematory.com.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Pusheta Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic, and hormone-free. From fresh, grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Pusheta Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio. And we take the time to custom fit your order to exactly what you want for steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more. Check us out on the web at PushetaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushetaCreekSteaks.com.
All right, welcome back to fourth quarter action. Wapak on the move, 1st and 10 from the Irish 16. That's Mullen in motion to the right. Moya rolls right, throws on the down and out to Mullen. Mullen just couldn't break that tackle.
Yeah. And doing a nice job on this drive of getting the ball kind of mixed around a little bit, going to Ryan Richardson one time, Noah Bishop, Mullen out of the backfield, Caleb running. So they're doing a nice job of, sharing the wealth here on this drive.
Yeah, Davis with a nice shoestring tackle. Stop Mullen from getting any more than the 4 that he got. That's Richardson wide left. Handoff Mullen. Mullen inside the 10, down to the 5.
Yeah, he had a nice jump cut right there in the hole, springing him there for the first down.
1st and goal, Redskins. 11 minutes remaining in the game. Let's get some points on the board, boys.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
inside the 5 here has been kind of Caleb running on the ball a lot this year, so I wouldn't be surprised again if it's not a QB run. Yep.
Yeah, they're stocking the box there, and Moyer gets it down to about the 1 yard line. Got a nice hole there, too.
Yeah, they brought Waters in as a tight end, and also used Jarrett Mullen as a lead blocker there as well. So
For the Irish.
2nd and goal from the 1 for the Skins.
Don't be surprised if we see a similar type of run here.
3 on the play brings up 2nd and goal for the Redskins from the 1 yard line.
Yeah, gonna lead block with Mullen and whack off. Yep.
And there he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Wapak's first score.
That's good for Caleb to get one in there. Again, taking that first drive after halftime, coming out, making some adjustments, and nice drive there to get into the end zone.
Niekamp to attempt the extra point. Elliott to hold. Place, kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 10:04 remaining in the game, Wapak on the board, 34-7. Stops the clock with 10:04 remaining. We'll keep it right here. So were you seeing a few substitutions on the
defensive line? They were subbing some in. Their skilled players were still left in the game, but
yeah, I saw the skilled players were still in.
Yeah. I think they were just rotating some defensive guys on the defensive line.
So you're coming out of a season like this where you're undefeated and you lose your first game of the season to a team like TSC. Head coach Mark Law, what do you say to your teams at the end of this game?
I mean, he's got to be proud of this team and these players of what they've done, throughout this season. They came out here and played hard. Again, you're talking about a team that's, going to be probably playing for a state championship. So, you're going to say, hey, I had a great season. We got beat by the state champions possibly. So, I don't know. He's asking everything, from the kids, and they're giving them everything they got tonight, and that's all you can ask for. A lot of teams could have just, packed it in at the halftime there. We were able to come out at the halftime, put a drive together, and put, one in the end zone. So, looks like we're going to try an onside kick here.
Yeah, it looks like Elliott's setting up for an onside kick. And it takes a nice little bounce, but not a hard enough bounce. Look, he kicked it with his left foot. He's not left-footed.
If he fields out of the run, he might still be running into the end zone.
I know.
Because there was like nobody there.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of was like a limp onside kick.
Yeah, that didn't have much to it. He's not left-footed. Did he kick that with his left foot? Did I see that?
He's
wrong?
a soccer player, so he can probably kick with both feet. But
okay. All right.
Boy.
Well, you got me on that one too.
They still got their
Beadon.
in.
Yep. Beadon is back in at quarterback. And that's going to be a handoff to Sylvester. Sylvester on his feet, and just like that, a 10-yard gain. Wow. They're making it look too easy running the ball against us, man.
Well, like I said, when I started watching the tape and looking at some of the size of their offensive line, we'll run into some big guys in our league, but not a whole entire offensive line that is the size of what we're looking at here tonight.
Yeah, we said the same thing just recently here on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively, you're right. We've seen a couple of good-sized tackles in our league, but not tackle to tackle like this. 1st and 10. Sylvester again.
Yeah, again, they're blitzing, and he's just making a cut back away from the blitz.
.9:14 remaining in the game. Not much more to say. I mean, I can't, I can't get too excited when you're getting beat up like this.
I mean, hats off to TCC. I mean, they just get an outstanding football team. They got a lot of great players out there.
Two wide receivers set. It's going to be a handoff. Sylvester again. And this time he gets wrestled down by Hauser.
Darren Hauser's still playing hard. He's coming downhill.
Yeah, he is.
Got some extra clerk going away from the play, like 10 yards down the field.
Yeah, what's going on down there? So there's a flag on the play, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's way away from the play.
They're looking at Toledo's players, pointing over that way. And maybe number 23.
Yeah.
He was coming out of that pile. Really? Well, that's going to go against Niekamp, huh?
Yeah, I think that guy was pretty much driving Niekamp all the way to the sideline and then didn't take that too lightly.
Yeah, that's cool. It's all right. I mean, I'm not for unsportsmanlike conduct, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you're in a dogfight, you got to bite back. Clock continues to run, 8:35, 34-7. Yeah, so, I would like to see, I know we played a Toledo team, in Oregon, Clay, to start the season. And they had some pretty good-sized players, but
but again, they had like 2
this.
or 3 good players, that were nice size. We're talking about the whole offensive line and the whole defensive line, and
yeah. So maybe we need to continue to do that. We need to play a team like this, with that off week. I don't know, it's like the program and the culture that is here in Wapak is all about winning. That's true. But to get to that state championship level, there's a different type of physicality that comes with it that we're seeing here tonight that we have to be able to match if we ever want to call ourselves state champs. Sylvester turns the corner inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. What a nice hard run by Sylvester. My goodness. Fuller has 3 touchdowns tonight. Sylvester gets on the board. With his second touchdown, actually he had a 17-yard touchdown pass near the end of the first half. So that's his second touchdown of the game. And now it's 40-7. As Moody will try to tack on one more. And the clock is off and running again. Tough loss for this Wapakoneta team after such a successful season. Much deserved break in week number 1 of the playoffs. Playing a familiar foe in Shawnee probably didn't help much. As you see that extra point go through. And the Irish now up 41-7. But, if we would have played somebody different that was of that kind of TCC
there's no doubt. I mean,
caliber
like
first
we were
week of the
talking,
playoffs.
you're talking about TCC who's drawing from the whole city of Toledo, basically, to this team. That'd be like saying, okay, let's take Wapak and have every good player from the WBL come to our team. That's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you take an all-star team from the WBL, so you take every, 4 great players from each team and put them on our team, I mean, what Travis has done with our program and our kids from Wapakoneta that are from Wapakoneta, he has done an outstanding job.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been around this program for, 34 years or whatever, I always said we were 5'9" is our average of our kids around here. You go to the MAC and those kids are big over there compared to us. So what he's done with our program to make us, competitive every year. I mean, what's he missed? The playoffs 1 year since he's been here?
Yeah.
And back when I was playing and coaching, it was like, you'd be lucky. It seemed like it was every 10 years if we were lucky to make the playoffs, just to keep a consistency. But he's done a great job with the program, really, overall.
And I have to reiterate, like I have all season long, the weight room is your friend, boys. Pumping iron never hurts. Speed kills, but I thought that would be the difference tonight. I thought we had a better team from a speed standpoint, but even after the film that I watched on Toledo Central Catholic, and was just like, I saw I didn't see this kind of speed. And you said it's, and you're correct in your observation, which is dead on. I mean, it's so much different when you're watching a team with speed on the field in person as opposed to watching on TV. Yep. Totally different. Well, that flag's going to go against.
I think they had somebody offsides.
The Irish.
Yeah.
And they could stand to have another flag if they wanted to. The way the clock is running now, down to 5:14, but way past that. As soon as I get tongue-tied, then all of a sudden another 10 seconds runs off the clock. Well, I want to thank our videographers, too, for this year. New to the crew for a couple of games, Jim Miller, but Mark Fissel and Jacqueline Miller, Paul Downing, Josh Bishop, and, of course, you, Mark. Thanks for being here.
I tell you, it's been fun this year.
Yeah, Gage Vaughn on the return. Yeah, we talked about, some of the potential weaknesses that Wapak had in some of the younger players that they had and some of the miscues that they've had throughout the season. But, boy, nothing you just can't point to one side of the ball and one person or two persons and say that guy didn't have a good game.
Yeah.
This Toledo is really, really a good team.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting going into the next season as far as for Wapak. You look offensively where we got a lot of our production from, Jarrett Mullen, Caleb Moyer, Caden Page, Brian Richardson, Noah Bishop. All those guys will be gone next year. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see the rebuild for next year.
We've got some good players that we've seen a lot of football from this year. Not sure what the quarterback situation is going to be like, but Gage Vaughn, who filled in nicely when Mullen was injured.
Yep.
We expect to see a little bit of him. Miller, I really like Miller.
Yep.
I think he's a good ball player. Darren Hauser is only a junior, so he'll be back.
I think skill-wise, out on the edge is where it's going to be a difference for us next year. I think you're going to see probably Travis going back to more of a wing tee type of run game next year compared to, wide spread out this year.
Just under 3 minutes remaining. As he brings in, brings the varsity team and the first team off the field. And a nice round of applause by the Wapak faithful to congratulate them on an outstanding season as the second string is into the game. There's an official's timeout on the field. Wapak's going to take a timeout with 2:38 remaining.
So you talked about the quarterback situation. So, here it is. It looks like the young Moyer is going to get a chance to play some quarterback right now. So
yeah, I was going to say, what do you think about that situation coming up? I mean, he's almost as tall as his brother right now, isn't he?
Yeah. So, obviously Caleb, started as a freshman. Tyler has a year of experience, watching his brother play and, kind of learning the offense a little bit. So I could see Tyler coming in next year as, probably the starting quarterback for next year.
And then defensively, we've got a lot of guys too that have a lot of experience that could possibly make a big difference.
Well, obviously Hauser in the middle, that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And then Gage Vaughn and Channing Miller. Noah Baker will be back next year. Braden Bowersock will be back at corner next year. So, but again, some of those skilled guys, in the back end, Noah Bishop, Richardson, Caden Page, those guys.
I think Rook has run the ball well, what we've seen of him. And speaking of Rook, there he is, Bentley Rook, running the ball.
Number 34, Bentley Rook with the carry
I want to take one last minute here as we get down to the 2-minute warning to thank our sponsors, as always, TSC, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, GA Windsor, Jimmy Sager State Farm, Auglaze Audiology, Dye Real Estate Land Company, Pashita Creek Steaks, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, Ely Funeral Home, and Feaster Residential and Commercial Inspectors. On the 4th down, they're bringing the punting unit. Boy, that was a nice kick.
Yeah.
And then it bounces out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
He could probably be an all-league punter. He just didn't have very many opportunities to punt this year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I think there was a stretch of like 4 games that he didn't even punt.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Jeez. Gavin Gillespie. He'll be back next year. He's only a sophomore. Right? He's the one that punted, right?
No, Block, Elliott.
Elliott Block punted?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gavin Gillespie.
He's a kicker, yeah.
Well, they also have him listed as a punter, and I don't know why I had that in my mind. Well, it'll be a fun ride back to Toledo for the Irish faithful. Wapak fans don't have to go far after this tough loss. Also want to take a moment, too, to thank the administration for the opportunity to be here again this year. Brad Rex, of course, Brad Rex is just the consummate host. Just a terrific guy, and what a great place to be here in Wapak. Aaron Rex, superintendent, as well as the other administrators for all their support this year. Couldn't do it again, like I said, without TSC. And my tag team partner, Mark Law. Mark, great season. Thanks again, man.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. This is a hard loss. Hard to see the season come to an end like this. But all of our videographers doing an outstanding job. Once again, let me give a shout-out to Jacqueline Miller and Mark Fissel and Paul Downing and Jim Miller for all their help. It's been a great season. It's been a great run. You can catch all the Wapak season football games on my YouTube channel at InOhioCountry.com. You don't forget to watch my TV show, In Ohio Country, today, seen on a station near you. Catch my radio program and all my radio ag reports on 25 iHeart stations statewide here in the Buckeye State. I do 4 a day and keep busy. So hope to see you down the road somewhere in Ohio Country. But once again, for Mark Law and our videographers, I'm Big Dan Wilson. Till next season, have a good night, everybody.
Welcome to the Gigahood IQ app, your home's guardian in the digital realm, featuring Protect IQ. Protect IQ sweeps away viruses, malware, and online threats for your entire home, so you can focus on what truly matters: family. Shield your home with cutting-edge technology, ensuring every device is safe. No more digital dangers, just seamless, worry-free connectivity. Experience peace of mind with Protect IQ, included in the Gigahood IQ app. Download the free Gigahood IQ app and secure your home with Protect IQ today.